Hey all, Sean here, back again with another edition of Game On Cards and Collectibles. Well, about a year ago, I decided to get my ticket stubs graded. This is something I had kind of wanted to do for a while, and so I went ahead and sent them into PSA, got them graded, so I wanted to share those with you guys today. Like I said, it was about a year ago, so I said, man, I really got to do a video. The reason why I sent them in is they have some significance in my personal life, and they've got a little story attached to them. So, wanted to jump on here today and share that with you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it and appreciate you spending some time with me today. All right, so let's jump in. I've got a few concert tickets as well as football game tickets. So here we go. First one is going to be this 1989 Metallica July 7th Damage Justice Tour. It graded a very good 3. It's got a nice hole punch in it there, a couple of them. For sports cards, when you have a hole punch like that, it's an automatic 1 grade. So, kind of cool. This was a concert, actually. Be honest with you, this is my wife's concert ticket. Long before we ever met, she went to this Metallica concert in 1989. From what I was able to research on it, sounds like there were 3 encores, which is kind of rare. So that's kind of cool. All right, that's the first one. I guess these are in chronological order. Didn't even think about that. Next up, oh, look at this guy. He's got tape. Tape to hold it together. You know this isn't going to grade well. We have a 1994 Tool May 26th Undertow Tour. This is my favorite band. Still have the ticket to this day. And it got a stub, got an authentic altered because of the tape. I think this probably stayed in my wallet for, I don't know, maybe a year or so. So yeah, kind of cool. This, I guess the only story with this one, other than it's my favorite band, my first concert seeing Tool, is that there was a opening. One of the opening bands was called Flaming Lips. If you've ever heard of them, they had a mid-90s. They had a hit, and they actually got booed off stage. It was a pretty rowdy crowd, and Maynard, lead singer of Tool, came out and said, "Hey, you guys, give these guys a chance. They're a great band." And I remember him kind of talking the crowd down. And of course, he walked out there, and everyone went crazy. But that's a pretty cool card from back in the day. So I'm showing my age here a bit. All right, next up, this is kind of a cool story. This one here, another concert ticket. We have the 9 Inch Nails 95 Downward Spiral Tour, the Rosemont Horizon. So the story behind this card, and it got a X5, graded a 5. So the story with this card is a guy I worked with is like, "Hey, you interested in going to a concert this weekend?" And I'm like, "Sure, 9 Inch Nails are coming to town." He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go downtown and meet up with some with some of my friends." And I'm like, "Cool." So we get there, and he introduced me to a gentleman that was happened to be going to Purdue at the time. Nice little card pairing here. Mike Allstott. He's like, yeah, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Mike Allstott. At the time, he was currently a All-American at Purdue. And so, yeah, I went to a concert with Mike Allstott. And so, yeah, it's kind of a cool little story, little background on that one. Very cool concert. Get that up here. Little card pairing there. All right, next. Getting into sports now. Couple of sport ticket stubs. Now this one's interesting. So here's the deal with this one. This is the Arizona Cardinals versus New England Patriots on Sunday, September 9th, 2004. So what was interesting about that game, you might be thinking, okay, 2004, Cardinals, Patriots. Oh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl that year. That's technically true. Very cool that I got to see Tom Brady in the year that they went to the Super Bowl and beat the, what was it that year? They beat the Philadelphia Eagles and Donovan McNabb, T.O. That is not the reason why I got it graded, though. Another thing you might be thinking of is 2004. That was Larry Fitzgerald's rookie year, yes. And this is technically his first home game. That's cool, but that is also not the reason why I got this ticket graded. The reason why I got it graded is because the Cardinals did a really cool halftime tribute to Pat Tillman, the late Pat Tillman. This was just a few months after he tragically passed away. And it was a very cool little homage, little tribute that they did to Pat. And so, as I said, I like to pair the ticket stub with, oh, by the way, it got a 7, so that's pretty cool. That's probably I think that's my best grade here. Pair it with a card. So here's the Pat Tillman 2001 Upper Deck card and a PSA 9. So that is that one. And last but not least, probably my most memorable game, and I'm glad I kept the ticket for it. We have the 2006, it's so big I don't even know if I can get it on the screen here. 2006, see if you can see that flip there. Arizona Cardinals hosting the Chicago Bears. The Dennis Green tirade. We are who we thought they were. You want to crown them, then crown them. That was a game that my good friend of mine had season tickets to. He's like, hey, I know you're a Bears fan. You want to go? I'm like, sure. And wow, what an event that was. I didn't even know about the tirade until I got home and watched the highlights on Sports Center. And here we see Dennis Green going off, the late Dennis Green, going off with the media. It came a very memorable game. Oh, and the ticket stub got a 2. Very memorable game, and I think back a long time ago, the NFL Films used to do a top 10 list. They did a top 10 comebacks of all time, and I think this game, Bears came back from, I think it was 23-3 at one time. Was ranked number 5 or number 6, the best comebacks in NFL history. And of course, to pair that off with, I think the thing that everyone remembers was the Hester kick return for a touchdown late in that game. Of course, a lot of people forget about the Neil Racker's missed field goal in that game, which actually would have canceled out everything that the Bears had done to come back in that game. But what an amazing game. This Devin Hester is from 2007, and it is, what's cool about this card is it is a game-worn jersey relic in here. So there's a possibility, because this is 07, the game was in 06, the year that the Bears went to the Super Bowl. There's a chance that this could be the game that he wore this in. Highly unlikely, but you never know. Like to think that might be possible. So anyway, those are my ticket stubs. About a year ago, I thought it would be cool to send those in, and I wanted to always do a video on these. I'm glad I was able to share that with you guys today. You know, my thought was on the tickets. You know, something personal that I actually attended is very cool. But over, you know, that was about a year ago when I sent these in. Now I'm really kind of interested in collecting tickets. So you actually might see some tickets that I starting to collect. Might show those off in the near future that I did not attend the games to, and so, you know, that's kind of my thought was initially was like, I don't know if I could collect tickets for games or events that I never went to, but I'm kind of past that now. It reminds me a lot of when I first started playing fantasy football, and I would say to myself, I don't know if I could play fantasy football. I don't want to root for players or teams that, you know, I don't like, but you know, that didn't last very long, and I've been playing fantasy football now for over 25 years. So, you know, I kind of was a very similar thought process I had initially about event tickets, ticket stubs of you know, whether I attended the event or not. I'm kind of past that now, and I'm really thinking about how cool it would be to own some really cool tickets. So my question to you guys, if you're still with me, leave in the comments which ticket and story did you think was the coolest. Also, you know, did you go to any unique or memorable games or concerts? And you know, if so, did you keep the ticket stubs? If you did, you know, love to hear back from you. Leave a comment, and appreciate you spending some time with me today. We'll see you guys back here real soon. Take care, everybody.